one policy that many left-wing politicians throughout the Western world have pushed in recent decades is mass immigration. And I want to talk about the consequence of mass immigration. Now, I'm not just going to blame, by the way, that on the left. I think in Britain, for example, under 13 years of the Conservative government, we've had record levels of mass immigration into the UK. So it's not just a left-right issue. But I think generally politicians on the left are more open to having immigration, in particular to having diversity. They see it as a strength, and to having multicultural societies. Do you see multiculturalism as a threat to civilization?
I am proud to tell you that I would say within weeks of multiculturalism being announced, what was it, the 80s? I said, this is the antithesis of Western civilization. America, as I noted, is multi-ethnic, but not multicultural. Multicultural means all value systems are equal and beneficial. An idea that is literally absurd. I mean, you have entered the realm of the absurd when you say that. If you cannot distinguish between value systems, then there's no such thing as values. When they say diversity is our strength, it is a typical line from the left that has no truth, but it is said often enough for people to believe it. So here's a challenge to the diversity is our strength idea. By the way, diversity can be a strength if you are diverse in race, ethnicity, nationality, but not values. Okay, diversity in values is not strength. America had diversity in values on the slavery issue, and vast numbers of Americans died as a result. That was a multicultural America. One culture was okay with slavery and one culture was not. But I have a very fun question. Fun only because I have fun asking it. It's not a fun question. If diversity is our strength, whatever the our is, British, Britain, America, whatever, why whenever the left comes out with a study from the UN or some poll on the happiest countries, do the least diverse countries always win? The state of North Dakota in the United States is not particularly diverse and has the lowest, among the lowest crime rates in the United States. Now, why would that be? You can't get a less diverse society
Europe
than
and
Finland.
Western Europe in particular,
and they turns out to be that they're very happy.
From the Middle East and from African countries. So you're seeing a huge rise in the levels of the Muslim populations in many places like London and Paris and Sweden, etc. But historically, America has been separate to that in a way. America has been seen as a sort of melting pot of different cultures, as being a sort of success in this experiment of maybe not multiculturalism, but having various different ethnicities in one country. Mm-hmm. Do you think that America is becoming more like Europe and more like Western Europe in terms of the failures of multiculturalism?
Yes, because it adopted multiculturalism because of the power of the left. The term you used is almost the M word. Like there's an N word, there's an M word. The M word is melting pot. They never use the term melting pot on the left. They loathe it. They like Jesse Jackson's, quilt. America was great at it because I'll give you my neighbor, literally my neighbor, the man and woman who lived next to me outside of Los Angeles. His parents came to America from Syria. So I lived next door ethnically to an Arab, and I'm a Jew. We see eye to eye on every single issue. Everyone. Because we have both been fully Americanized. That doesn't mean I'm a religious Jew. I haven't given up my Judaism, but I'm an American. And until recently, I was proud of it. I can't lie. America is disappointing right now. America is the greatest exporter of toxic ideas in the world today. And you've bought a lot of them in Britain, and they've bought a lot of them all through Europe. The idea that men menstruate is so sick, and yet the elites of every Western country ram that lie down your throat. I mean, that should be enough for decent people to reject the left?